I am Tony Parker from the San Antonio Spurs.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers.
I'm Nick Young. You tune in to Kicks on Court.
What's going on, world, and welcome to the latest episode of Kicks on Court Weekly. I'm your host, George Kill. Glad you're here with me again. In today's episode, we highlight the best of Kicks on Court in both conferences and talk adidas Yeezy on or off court, plus more with Kings guard Ben McLemore. But first, let's check out the Kicks on Court highlights spotted on the West Coast. Coming in at number 10 is Anthony Davis in the new white and gold Hyperposit 2014. Number 9 sees Rudy Gay in the Cave Purple Nike Chuck Posit. And number 8 finds Gerald Green in the Token 38 Reebok Question. Number 7 highlights Ben McLemore in the All-Star Adidas D Lillard 1. Number 6 highlights Dame himself in a My Adidas D Lillard 1. And number 5 puts a spotlight on Ben McLemore again in the Bad Dreams Adidas D Rose 5 Boost. Number 4 sees Markieff Morris in the Aqua Foam Posit Pro. Number 3 highlights Wes Johnson's purple and yellow Kobe 9 Elite. Number 2 reveals Wayne Ellington's Kobe 10 ID. And coming in at number 1 is Wes Johnson, who debuted an all-yellow Kobe 9 Elite. Now, Ben McLemore and Wes Johnson secured 2 spots each in this week's countdown, but it was the latter who scored twice in the top 3, which is why Wes Johnson is this week's Western Conference Kicks on Court Player of the Week. Now, you have to wonder, with Kobe being out, if Nike provides the Lakers with unworn PEs, as we've seen Wayne Ellington, Wes Johnson, Nick Young, and others debut a general release or breakout of PE. Now, our runner-up, Ben McLemore, has been one of Adidas' brightest stars this year in terms of footwear. The former Kansas guard has laced up various D Rose 5s, D Lillards, and multiple colorways of his favorite, the Crazy Light Boost. We caught up with him in San Antonio to discuss these favorites, his Michael Brown tribute, and the adidas Yeezy on court.
Oh yeah, this is just, man, showing my love and my respect, you know, from the Mike Brown family. Going out there just playing for him and for his family and stuff like that. The shoes I was rocking was got the Crazy Lights. And now I'm rocking the Dames and stuff. Them pretty good, comfortable shoes. I like the color wave on them and stuff. They comfortable and stuff. So yesterday in New York, I had the All-Star Dames. He asked me how I like them in the game we played them against them in Portland and stuff, so they pretty comfortable. I told him I enjoy it. The Kanye's, the Yeezys, man. These also some good, comfortable shoes because they got the boost there, and then I always tell Adidas how much I love the boost.
You ever play basketball in that shit?
Nah, I wouldn't play no basketball in them shoes like that. I mean, even though they have the boost and stuff, they have like grip and stuff or all like that, but yeah, you can't see me playing them and stuff like that, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, they nice shoes. I mean, I know some guys probably would play in them, you know, so, but not me.
He also shared with us what makes the adidas Yeezy such an amazing shoe in his eyes.
I think for us, like shoes that you can dress wear, you wear like sweats wear, anything like that. Yeah, these are pretty comfortable. You know, you don't have to zip them up all the way. And like I said, they got the nice little boost with it. They keep your feet, you know, comfortable and stuff and soft and all that. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the best comfortable off the court shoes I wear.
Well, March is here, so the highly anticipated madness is underway, but not before we hear from Pierce Simpson with the latest in college kicks on court.
It's your man Pierce Simpson back once again to give you a brief breakdown of some of the best kick seen within the latest edition of College Kicks on Court. Now, while the Kentucky Wildcats continue to assert their dominance, pushing their record to an impressive 30-0, it was a variety of additional college stars that showcased memorable kicks during the week. Kicking things off, UConn guard Ryan Boatwright rocked the Air Jordan 10 Bulls over Broadway. His teammate Rodney Purvis showcased the Air Jordan 14 Ferrari. Keeping things consistent with the aforementioned silhouette, Winston Shepard of San Diego State brought out the vibrant Air Jordan 14 Ferrari as well. Going forward, Wake Forest's Raphael Davis brought out the Nike Air Max LeBron 7 China Moon, a model in which you can check out on a previous episode of Nice Kicks Throwback Thursday. Also, Quinn Cook of Duke rocked this custom Nike LeBron 10 created by DeJesus Customs. Now, that's just a variety of some of the best kicks seen within the latest edition of College Kicks on Court. I'm your man Pierce Simpson. I'll check back in with you again next week. I'm gonna send it back to my man George Kill to give you top 10 kicks seen in the Eastern Conference.
Coming in at number 10 is Marcus Smart in a Clover Green Adidas Crazy Light Boost. Number 9 sees Knicks guard Langston Galloway in a Kyrie 1 ID. And number 8 focuses on the Red Viper Kobe 9 EXT worn by Terrence Ross. Number 7 features King James's LeBron 12 that he wore against Houston. Number 6 highlights Dennis Schroeder's Kyrie 1 ID. And number 5 sees James Johnson in the Red Cement Air Jordan 10. Number 4 sees Nerlens Noel boxing out in a black and blue LeBron 12 ID. Number 3 highlights Isaiah Thomas in the 30th anniversary Laser Air Jordan 20. Number 2 focuses on DeMar DeRozan's fan-designed Kobe 9 EM ID. And coming in at number 1 is Nerlens Noel again, this time in a white, red, and blue LeBron 12. The Philadelphia 76ers forward is this week's Eastern Conference Kicks on Court Player of the Week for showcasing 2 of his LeBron 12 IDs. Now pay attention to his footwear as much as you can because Noel has actually worn close to 5 different LeBron 12 IDs that are all pretty intriguing. Now before we get into my Fave 5, I want to give a special shout out to 2 East Coast bred guys, PJ Tucker and Rudy Gay. Both players took part in supporting my Kill Colon Cancer Foundation's Blue Knots initiative from March, Colon Cancer Awareness Month, which involves the integration of blue shoelaces in one's shoes. The action I created aims to honor those who have been afflicted by the disease and bring worldwide consciousness to colon cancer. Now, many of you may know that my mother passed of colon cancer just last March, so the action not only honors colon cancer survivors around the world, but also victims like my mother, which means a lot to me personally. So the fact that PJ Tucker and Rudy Gay chose to wear blue knots in their shoes earlier this week was something I never really expected. So with that said, I searched for my Fave 5 of the best blue knots kicks on court in the first week of the campaign's existence. Check it out. Brian Coffey sported blue knots in his Blue Crab KD6, Spencer 1027 laced up his blue knots in the Zoom Crusader, and PL Montoya sported blue knots in his Hyperdunk 2013s. Hoop Dreams 8 rocked blue knots in his Easter Kobe 8, and coming in at number 1 is OG Jermaine, who incorporated blue knots into his Cuttino Mobley Nike Zoom BB2 PE. Help join the movement during Colon Cancer Awareness Month as we plan to make this small but potentially impactful gesture a universal symbol of public awareness for the disease. Upload a pic on either Instagram or Twitter and incorporate the hashtag #BlueKnots and @KillColonCancer. Also visit killcoloncancer.org for more info. Well, that brings today's show to a close. Check back next Friday as we find out why and how the Kyrie 1 became the most popular shoe in the NBA amongst Nike athletes. Until next time, your host, George Kill.